Welcome back our students, that is class 6, 7 and 8. And as far as mathematics is concerned, we want to continue. This is our very brand new term. I believe you did your exam, and after you are done, we want to continue with the syllabus. So this time round, I want all of you to be very, very, very cooperative, because if you're not cooperative, you will not gain a lot. So just to remind you, there are some areas of study that you're going to start with, or the areas that remained from the previous lesson that we are having. There are some few subtopics that we must cover before we do our revision. Remember, when you do our revision, you must have your KCP booster, where we'll be getting some of the past papers, KCP past papers, from our KCP booster. And then if there is any topic that is quite challenging, we will cover it, and then we'll do topical question. So some of the topics that or subtopics that are left, including mean, mode and median, that is where we reached last time. We want to continue. Then we'll move on to cubes and stacks, and then later we'll do nets and solids. And I believe after we have done those three subtopics, our topic or our syllabus for class 8 will almost be done. So if there is an area that you didn't understand, feel free. We also have some time. We can still cover it. But now we want to start with the three. So after you're done with these three subtopics, we'll do our revision, and if there is any area that requires a lot of motivation, we will do. Don't worry about it. So ensure right now that your parent at home is purchasing this book for you. If you have KCP booster, you can borrow it. That is booster. If you don't have it, you can borrow from the previous class. If you have a brother and a sister. Then topical questions, I avail the book. No, don't worry about it. Then from class 8 straight and class 7, I want to start now from the start. That is, we are going to review some of these important areas. So numbers is our first topic. Then we'll also do something about fractions, decimals, percentages and ratios. So I have chosen this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subtopics that will guide you, will give you basic concepts as far as mathematics is concerned. Some of you, I realize, you do not even know how to tackle questions including decimals and even fractions. Coming to percentages and ratios, you have a lot of problems, and because you have problems in these areas, it is going to be very hard for you to understand other topics. So I will take my time. We'll review numbers, that is number patterns, number in words, number in symbols, place value, attribute value, square and square roots, sequence and series, and so forth. Then coming to fractions, we'll start with the LCM. The LCM, we move to how to arrange fractions. Yeah, decimals, so know how to add them, how to carry out operations including involving decimals. Percentages, increasing and decreasing. Then ratios, also increase and decrease. we'll tackle everything, and then we'll use the concept of percentages to do our very broad topic, that is money. Then class 6, for the class 6, from the numbers, fractions, decimals, percentages. We'll also do whatever class 7 are doing. We'll start from numbers, that is number in words, in symbol, place value, total value, square and square roots, involving sequence and series. Coming to fractions, how to compare fractions. It is from the largest to the smallest in ascending and descending order. Then how to add them, how to work out problems involving odd mass. And then decimals, how to add, subtract, to multiply decimals, and also to divide. Then percentages, converting fractions or decimals into percentage, and vice versa. Then after that, we'll also tackle some questions involving money. So after you have done percentages, you'll need to carry out some questions, or we'll start afresh from money, because at that time I believe you'll be having some knowledge of percentages. So otherwise, for class 6, 7 and 8, ensure that you have all the materials needed. Now from Wednesday we will be tackling our topics. Right now you need to have your booklet, that is your textbook, any revision book. You also need to have an exercise book. Then most importantly, what you're supposed to do is make sure you submit your work for marking in time. Not on time, in time. So if I've given you some work, make sure you submit your work in time. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for me to mark your work, because some of you are submitting their work after even 1 week. So ensure you submit your work in time. Otherwise, I wish you a very successful day. Have a very fantastic moment. Goodbye.